Hey guys, so basically I'm making this video. A friend of mine kind of gave me this idea. She said, hey, how about your next video? You just make a video of you talking about, your most embarrassing moments. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm all for that. So basically, here I am. Now, one of my most embarrassing moments, it was one of my very, very first boyfriend. I was watching some movies at his place, with his parents and stuff, and when I came back home, I was in the car, and I was back here at my house, but I was still in the car. I could not find out how to function their door. Like, I was literally staring at the door trying to get it to open, because I didn't know how to open it. It was really weird, because I was like, open, dang you! And I couldn't wait to get in my house because I was so nervous. I didn't know what to do. So basically, he got out of the car, walks around, opened the door. He was like, there. And I was like, oh, I'm so stupid. And till this day, I still don't know how to open the door. I still don't. So anyway, it was that, there was, and so I basically just like ran inside afterwards, and I was like, oh, I hate myself now. Let me see, with my current boyfriend now that I've been, with since last June, June of this year, 2014, this year, with you last June. Well, it was when I repeat myself. Like, when I'm around him, I can't seem to remember things. It's weird because I can't seem to remember some things. Let me see. We first started off as friends, and we were friends for about 2 years, and then we stopped talking for a whole year, and then we started talking for. And we basically just started talking again, and we didn't know what to exactly say. So basically, we first met each other in 2011. I had short hair, and so basically, a few months ago, I was like, so yeah, I got my hair cut back in 2011, and I'm never doing that again. And he's like, yeah, I know. We're best friends. I remember this, and I'm like, oh man, no. Like, are you serious right now? Like, why can't I remember that, But, so. And I also repeat myself around him, and it's really weird because he's like, yeah, I know this. You said this to me before, and I'm like, ah. Like, oh my god. Like, can you not? So, that was that. That's basically the only thing that's really happened to me that's really embarrassing is I repeat myself around him. There's other stuff too, but I'm not getting into all kinds of detail. But you see, there is a time I was around 11, 12. It was the very last pageant that I did. It was before I quit. I was in my hometown pageant, and I was kind of walking down the walkway, and my heel got snagged on my dress, and when it did, it kind of pulled my dress down. Not, down, not like fully down, but it kind of tugged it. And, that dress was already low, so I didn't need to go any lower. But, kind of like tugged it down, which made it lower, and that was not good. Basically, all the judges were like there was one guy that was a judge, and then there were 3 ladies. The one guy was like, oh. The ladies were like, and they were just looking around going, oh. So I actually had to stop, and I had to pull it back up, and I'm like, I'm all good. But I knew I wasn't gonna win. I got first place, but I didn't win. So it was that. And then there was this one time when I got my very first pair of Heelys. I was kind of skating around Walmart, and I was so happy that I got my new Heelys. They were for Christmas, and it was a few years ago, and I was skating around Walmart until I hit a bump. As soon as I hit the bump, I knew my face was gonna smack that ground. It did. It hurt. It scraped up this part of my face. Like Walmart has tile floors, so it kind of like has bumps here and there. So when I went, I kind of scraped the side of my face, and it hurt. But as soon as I hit the bump, I looked. I was like, "Why is there a bump here?" And I had popcorn chicken in my hand too. When I hit the bump, I flew into that air. The popcorn chicken came out of my hand, and it basically just went everywhere. And everyone who was in that aisle, even walking past that aisle, just stopped and just looked at me. I looked at everyone. I gently stood up, picked up the cup, which only had like 2 pieces of popcorn chicken in it. The rest were scattered all over the ground. I picked it up. I was like, I'm not letting 2 popcorn chickens go to waste. Crazy people. So, but that was why I like popcorn chicken. I don't know. It's gross. Ugh. But anyway, basically, I just skated away from there, and I went to go find my dad. And he was like, "What happened to your face?" I was like, "I fell." And so he was like, "Brooke," because, like I said, I have, I fall a lot. And let me see, it was that, back when I was in public school, see, I never really liked school. Not public school anyways, because I didn't like to deal with all the kids, all the people. I really like to be by myself mainly, so I didn't like to be around all those people, and so I honestly didn't like school. I like to learn and stuff, yes, but I didn't like to just be around all those people. So I would occasionally fake being sick just so I could come home. It worked sometimes. It did. Other times it didn't, so it was almost every day that I would probably act sick because I wanted to come home early. People occasionally would call me the faker. Now, some names people gave me, they actually did make me, have a big head, and I was actually like, yeah, that's me. Yeah. Other times, kids just came up with mean names. Like, that made me feel really sad. But let me see, there was Faker. Faker was one of the ones that kind of made me feel sad, but there were some that, people called me the storyteller. Because I would fall or something, and I would make up, a reason to why I fell, and I was telling a story about it, so people call me the storyteller, and it was kind of really, it was that actually didn't make me sad, because I actually liked being, called the storyteller. So occasionally I would, they would, and when we were out on the playground, we had to play, games for PE, we would make up plans, except these girls and, guys or whatever, when they would, some of them weren't even my friends. I didn't really have a lot of friends, but, basically, they would just be like, Brooke, get over here, because apparently they had, what the crap, because apparently they had a plan. So I didn't really get into all that. I basically just stood on the sidelines, but they were just like, get over here. Every time they would come up with a plan, and so I would walk over there, and I'd be like, yes, and they'd be like, okay, you are the best actress here, so we want you to go over there, pretend to fall, get hurt, don't actually get hurt, but act like you got hurt, and then you know, distract, you know, them, and we'll go in for the, it was this thing called it was called the flag game or something, and we had to go and catch this thing. But so I did that. We won, yay. But afterwards, it turns out, at first I was faking, but it turns out afterwards, when I walked inside of the school, I started getting really nauseated and everything, and it was really horrible. Like at first I was faking, but then I wasn't. It was weird. Never happened to me before. Now the embarrassing part is I ran to the bathroom, and I actually sat in the corner crying because I didn't feel good or something, and so the principal kind of, like, my principal wasn't a good principal. But anyway, basically she was like, oh, you're fine, you'll get up, leave. Meanwhile, my best friend sitting next to me going, but she's really sick, like she literally can't move because I couldn't move, and she was like, oh, she's fine, get up. And so I got up, but I kind of fainted in the bathroom where all these girls are, and they're like, oh my god, Brooke. And that was actually really embarrassing for me because I was like, oh. And she's like, hmm. So afterwards, you know, when I woke up and everything, I was still in that bathroom, and it turns out that the principal just left. And so afterwards, I went out and I went to my class, and I was kind of just like sitting there with my head on my desk because I just fainted. And so she was like, Brooke, are you okay? And then my best friend Josie, she's like, no, she's not okay. She freaking fainted in the bathroom, you know. And you know, the principal didn't even do anything. And she was like, what? And so basically my teacher was really nice, and she was like, all right, Brooke, I want you to pack up your things, go call your dad. So that's what I did. And then my dad came and picked me up, and I left. The embarrassing part is that I fainted in that bathroom, and that was really weird because I never fainted at school before. And so it was that. But you know, so that was years ago. That was years and years ago. And you know, when they said, Brooke, you know, you're the best actress here, so please just go and win this game for us, I was like, really? Okay, all right, I'm up for that. So I basically just like went and did my thing. So yeah, that is all the most embarrassing things that have happened to me. There's a whole lot more, but it would take forever for me to just make a video about everything that's happened to me before. So yeah, alright, well, it is now 10:27. I'm gonna go. I am like the only one up. Everyone else here, you know, the only other two that are here are asleep. Losers. So, I'm gonna go. Bye, guys.